want to be comfortable, and we just want to enjoy. We don't want to go through the labors of bringing forth fruit. So how do I bring forth fruit? How do we bring forth fruit? Number one, you must abide in Jesus. It's the first point. He says, abide in me and I in you. Eh? I don't have time to go through all the scriptures because I just got whispered. I only have a few minutes more. So the first thing is that you must abide in Jesus. That's the first part. Amen. And many of us are there. See, I want this to be very practical so that as you are looking through the steps, you are looking at your life, you are looking at where you are, and looking at what you need to do to get to where we need to go. Amen. So number one, abide in Jesus. Every one of us are there, right? Amen. So number two, death to self. Death to self. Death to self, can put slash, death to flesh. Because unless a corn of wheat falls to the ground and dies, eh? Are you there? Unless a corn of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it lacks the ability to bring forth fruit. Are you following me? Are we together? Faith. Unless a seed, unless this guy falls to the ground, eh? Unless it drops to the ground and it dies, it can't grow something out. Is that true? Is that true? And what we want is fruit. The process of bearing forth fruit is that there will be a growth, and that growth would bring forth that fruit. Is that not what we're talking about? But he says that unless it first falls to the ground and it dies. So after abiding in Jesus, the next step is that there must be death to flesh. This would take me back to Galatians chapter 5, where we'll now begin to understand the works of the flesh. And then before talking about the works of the flesh, he said something. He said that the spirit and the flesh are against each other. We know that, right? It says, walk in the spirit so that you will not fulfill the lust of the flesh. So abide in Jesus. The next thing is death to self. Because if you don't die to self, how do you want to take the city? Because one of the things God does is that God searches the heart. So God looks at what is the motive behind why you want to take the city. Why do you want to take the city? Why do you want to sweep the culture and spend the billions? Why? So God must first make sure that you die to self. Because many times it's self. Yes, I be now. I want to spend billions because I want to drive a very nice car. And then by the time we show up, we don't want to spend. When we talk about spending billions, many of us are not actually thinking about crusades. God knows. And many of us are not actually thinking. Many of us are actually not thinking about crusades. Am I lying? I'm not lying now. Because the first mental picture that comes to our mind is how we will appear in the billions. So God will first kill that first. God will first kill it. And then when he kills it, are you following me? The next thing that happens, you will begin to bring forth fruit in the spirit. Are you following me? So after death to self is first the fruit of the spirit. After death to self is what? The fruits of the spirit. See, the end in taking the city. This was something the Lord began to make me understand this afternoon. In taking the city, the end point is not the fruit of the spirit. The fruit of the spirit is a process leading you. Are you there? Are you following me? And I'll show you. We'll talk about it in scriptures. So, abide in Jesus. After you abide in Jesus, you die to self. After you die to self, your process of death to self will automatically lead to you begin to bear fruit in the spirit. Because why? The spirit and the flesh are at enmity against each other. So when I must